Hi guys, thank you so much for joining me in another video. Today I want to ponder on a little bit of a philosophical question and the age-old question of whether money can buy happiness. What do you think, guys? Can money buy you happiness? This question stems from the great Greeks of philosophy, where Aristotle said, where happiness is achieved through the course of a lifetime by acquiring health, wealth, knowledge, and friends. So then why do we only focus on one of these? Money, wealth, money, money, money. More importantly, can money buy you happiness? And if it does, how much does it actually cost? Money pays for the food on your table, it provides a roof over your head. So yes, we know what the function of money is. And the answer to this, money is seen as a solution to all our problems. It depends on the starting point and also how the money was made, right? So for instance, a billionaire adding $1 million to the stack will hardly take note of whatever he's added on there. In stark contrast, right, for those people that are in poverty, for example, making a livable wage provides exponential increase in happiness with the ability to provide food and shelter for their loved ones, and that is something that they see immensely. And way too often we hear of people trying to make enough money to quit a job they hate, save for a down payment on a home to escape an area that they hate, and we're longing for that golden ticket, the lottery win, the promotion, get me out of my misery, the ticket to freedom. I could go on and on and on. So I think in society today, our minds are conditioned into thinking that money will make life better. If only we had a little more money, we could get a nicer car, afford a better upgrade on the hotel room, or some other experience that would make our life a lot better. But is that really true? And you guys know I like to sprinkle a few facts. So let's dig into the research and what the facts are saying. So while I was thinking about this, I came across a few studies that are often cited. So you may have heard of these already. But there's one particular one conducted about 10 years ago in 2010, and it had a sample size of about 450,000 people, and that's why it caught my eye, because it was a large sample size. Having done my PhD in nanotechnology and coming from a scientific background, I appreciate a large sample when I see it, so it really caught my eye. The study essentially found that in low income situations, money acts as a pain amplifier. Essentially, the pain of not spending time with your family, being away from friends, protection from disease, and also dealing with life shocks like divorce. All of these things are greatly amplified at lower incomes. The study found that money does help with happiness here, though up to a certain point. That point being, listen guys, an income of £75,000 per annum, right? £75,000 according to this study was shown to be the amount that will create happiness. Having more than 75k, the marginal return of happiness tends to decrease according to the study. So there you have it. 75k is how much a person needs to be happy. Apparently so. But the plot thickens, guys. In 2018, the Gallup World Poll analyzed 1.7 million people through 164 countries. So it went another level deeper. That study also concluded that 75k, around that mark, was the ideal amount for the emotional well-being of individuals. However, 95k was the number needed for evaluation. And when we say evaluation, we mean how a person acts towards their long-term goals and their aspirations, thinking beyond their basic needs. Add another 10k if you're living in the US, and some square root malarkey as well if you have a family to scale the number up. But you get the gist, right? So there are numbers out there that define the salary level to be happy. It's always quite easy to find stats in the US, so that's 105k to be happy. And in the UK, a study from just 2 years ago in 2018 found the number to be happy is £69,000. Now chew on that one for a second. So the question is, how do we optimize happiness? So I've gone and summarized, you're welcome, 5 ways I think we can optimize happiness. So here they are. The first one is buy experiences, not things. So happiness with items dwindles after we own that item. So put that Hermes bag on hold, guys. Experiences generally tie in with our identity, and we share those experiences with loved ones. We create connections with other people. We also remember them and reminisce about them and recreate them if we want to. So studies have shown that sitting down with a cookie and a warm cup of milk and closing your eyes and thinking about the Andaman Sea makes you feel like you are there. No, just me then. But guys, I really do miss the Andaman Sea. So the second way is spend money with others. So this kind of ties back with the first one because it's almost like a shared experience. The third point is buy small things often rather than big things less. This again ties a little bit back to the first one, where the experiences of buying small items is more likely to vary and hence increase your enjoyment. So a margarita, a veggie supreme, cookie dough or caramel choo choo, ice cream, whatever it is, brings more joy apparently. Trust me, it does. The fourth thing is purchase protection, and here I also read another article where as consumers we tend to over insure on the smaller items. So for example, our mobile phones, laptops, consumables, and don't hate on me, but also our pets. These insurance items remind us of our purchase and can also lead to regret because again, as we learned in part one, the enjoyment of buying things dwindles over time. And guys, this is all based on studies. I'm not just plucking these examples out of air, okay? So the fifth thing is pay for things up front and enjoy them later. And this is where budgeting really helps. You guys know I'm a huge advocate for budgeting. So putting a little bit aside each month to pay for that vacation or holiday, you build up the anticipation, which is an amazing thing really. And unless there's an evil virus on the prowl that holds your holiday to Thailand hostage, then you are really going to make the most out of that experience. I'm not bitter at all, guys. There are some final points that I want to make though. Enjoy making the money. Having these guideline numbers and principles is all well and good, but how you make the money matters a lot, because all too often we're conditioned into jobs that we hate by following a determined pattern. Working in a 60-hour plus job every week that you hate to hit those money numbers is not going to make you happy, right? I hear it so often with my city colleagues and people that I know generally. Doing work that is meaningful and providing intellectual stimulation is way more important. And why for me the FI in FIRE, the financial independence, is so important, so that I can choose to spend that finite time that I have on this planet doing things that I truly love and make me happy, right? And we're getting there. I'm still on my journey myself. And secondly, we have seen time and time again that instant money does not cure all problems. We see that as a common trend in lotto and lottery winners. They're statistically more likely to lose all their winnings for one. Though in surveys, after the euphoria of the initial win, people tend to return to the baseline level of happiness that they had even before they won. I know some of you guys might think that's bullshit because winners might just be saying that to make the losers feel better. Know that I'm always about my facts, guys. It is a studied phenomenon called the hedonic adaptation, where humans quickly return to stable levels of happiness after both positive and negative life changes. So remember where your level of happiness is, and it's all about ensuring that you're trying to optimize how you feel emotionally, mentally, making sure you've got that health in all directions of your life. So there you have it. Does money make you happy? I think having enough money to be financially free so that your happiness is not a consequence of the amount of money that you have is probably the answer for me. And that made sense in my head. I'm not sure if it did for you guys, but let me know your thoughts down there in the comments below. I love a little bit of a philosophical discussion, so don't forget to hit that like button if you like what you see. But until next time, comment, subscribe. I keep having to say all of this, guys. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. But cheers, guys. Bye.